Welcome to my analysis and review of the scene from the Adventures of Tintin, where Tintin tries to disguise himself during a chase by Thompson and Thompson. Over 3 years ago, I made a first impression and review video of a short clip from the animated series The Adventures of Tintin, and even back then, I was already really impressed. I instantly thought it was a beautiful show and a great scene. My grandfather was also a huge fan of Tintin, and although I heard a lot about it growing up and had a good impression of it, I had actually never watched a full episode until that moment. That's why I decided to check it out and make a first impression/review video. And honestly, the experience turned out to be even more fun and more impressive than I had imagined. Because of a lot of personal things that happened in my life over the past 3 years, I had not gotten around to watching more episodes since then. But it changed last week. I ended up watching multiple episodes and I could not get enough. It's such a fantastic series. Out of all the amazing episodes I saw this past week, one in particular stood out. There's a specific scene that really stuck with me, made an extra strong impression and gave me even more enjoyment than the rest. Let me first show you the scene I'm talking about, and then I will give you my analysis and review of it, explaining why, in my opinion, this moment is so great.
I say, old-timer, did a young man run past?
Let's see. I think he went that way.
Right then, thank you.
Or
Huh?
was it that way?
Right.
Snowy! Oops.
Tintin? Hey! Here, wait! Give it up, Tintin! You're still under arrest! You can't outrun the long arm of the law! Whoa! We missed.
What a super fun scene. What makes the scene so great for me is how it starts. Tintin is on the run from detectives Thompson and Thompson after they try to arrest him for something he did not even do. To stay undercover and throw them off, he disguises himself as an older man with a fake beard and a cap. And just that alone already makes the whole thing hilarious. I seriously laughed so hard when I saw Tintin like that. It just looks so funny and the idea itself is honestly brilliant. Super creative from Tintin. I would never have come up with something like that. Especially not in a situation where you are literally beginning chased. So right from the first moment the scenes give me such a fun viewing experience. It made me laugh and it also really made me appreciate how clever Tintin is. I mean, thinking of that disguise while in the middle of a chase. Brilliant. Then Thompson and Thompson walk up to him and say, "Oh sorry old-timer, did a young man run past?" And this makes the whole thing even funnier. As a viewer you're just thinking, if only they knew. But at the same time it also adds some tension, because now Tintin is standing face to face with them and they have no idea it's him. You start to feel that kind of, oh no, what if this goes wrong? They are so close and the risk is right there. So here, the funny part mixes perfectly with suspense. And that's what I really love about Tintin. The mix of adventure, humor and tension. This is the exact moment where the tension starts building up. Then Tintin says, let's see, I think he went that way. And again I was really impressed by how calm and clever he stayed. He managed to sound completely serious, pointing in a direction while he himself is the person they are looking for, just in disguise. If that were me, I would be totally nervous, probably stuttering or shaking in my voice. But Tintin just pulls it off like a pro. Also, I could not help but laugh at the way he says it. If you listen closely, you can hear he's trying too hard to sound different, like he's beginning a bit too theatrical, as if thinking, I better sound like a completely different person so I don't stand out. But ironically, that kind of does make him stand out a bit. It's funny because if he were just a random old man, he probably would not speak that way at all. So yeah, I burst out laughing again at that part. After that, Thompson and Thompson immediately run off in the direction Tintin pointed, saying, "Right then, thank you." And in that moment I felt a short wave of relief. Like, yes, Tintin tricked them, they're going the wrong way, it worked. But then, suddenly, Tintin says, "or," and the tension instantly returns. That "or" completely flipped the feeling again. I was thinking, "Tintin, what are you doing? You had him fooled. Don't say anything else." And in that moment I was right back on the edge of my seat. That one little word, "or," made the suspense even stronger than before. It's that feeling you get when you just know something might go wrong, even though it did not have to. Of course, Tintin only says it to confuse them even more, which is clever, but from a storytelling point of view, this kind of moment often means get ready, something's about to go wrong, and I love that, because it keeps the scene unpredictable and super exciting to watch. You feel so involved, like you're actually part of it, wanting to shout, "No, Tintin, don't do it, just let them go." This kind of writing and timing gives you the best kind of viewer experience. For me, this was the best part of the whole scene, hands down. Massive compliments to the creators for that moment. Then Tintin finishes his sentence, "Was it that way?" And again, they just believe him and run off in that second direction. So for a brief moment, you feel that relief again. Phew, okay, maybe it's still going to work out. But then something actually goes wrong. And while I was first thinking, "oh, it's just a cat," Tintin's dog Snowy runs after it. And then came the moment I thought, "no, now they're going to recognize him." And sure enough, Tintin's cap falls off. And at that point I just knew, oh, busted. What made it even better and funnier was that Tintin calls out "Snowy," as if he just forgot he was in disguise, with the detective standing right there. Then he goes, "oops," and that oops was perfect. I totally felt it with him, like I was Tintin in that moment. Then the detective shout, "Tintin!" And all I could think was, "run, get out of there before they catch you." Luckily, Tintin takes off immediately and the chase is on again. This part did not just bring back the tension, it added full-on action, adrenaline and excitement. It felt like playing a video game where you're being chased and trying everything not to lose, jumping platforms, dodging danger. This was honestly my favorite part of the entire scene. And then, as the cherry on top, Thompson and Thompson slide and fall, and you see their heads fly off. They look completely defeated, lying on the ground, and they say in the most disappointed way, "We missed." That moment was so funny. I laughed so hard, their expressions, their voices, it was just perfect. Even though they are supposed to be detectives, they reminded me of those clumsy cartoon villains you see in kids' movies. Instead of chasing after Tintin again or calling for backup, they just lie there like it's over. And to make it even better, their hair is sticking straight up, which just adds to the whole funny look. So yeah, this was truly an amazing scene. I enjoy every single second of it. The mix of clever disguise, unexpected tension, creative acting, funny moments, a rollercoaster of relief and panic, pure action and a hilarious ending, all of it just worked perfectly together. Honestly, I think this might be my favorite scene from the whole Tintin animated series so far. It had something truly special, something I will definitely remember for a long time. Also, watching this made me want to watch more Tintin episodes again. It's just a fun and unique series, and a scene like this reminds you of how brilliant it really is. So to the creators, huge compliments from me. You really made a top tier scene here, one you can be very proud of.